Prime time, live and direct and full effect. Madison Square Mellow, 62 in the net. Spirit of a hustler, but hustling right. Never gamble with life.
What's up, man? Prime time live. We in here, man. Back again on the special day for me, man. And man, I got my partner in here. This is a beautiful day for me, man. We in Imaginary 584, man. Something that was inspired and built by me, man. Not me, but for off my dream, what I was doing, man. And which is my homies, man. I appreciate them, man. It's just dope as hell. Then I had my partner pull up, man. He working on $20 budget right now, man. He showing y'all, boy. He been doing it though, man. He told me, P, man, that's a goddamn flip, man. I was like, oh, okay, let me know then. But this is my guy, man, from the Otis Redding Foundation as well. The Clutch Factory as well. You know what I'm saying? My guy Elias, man.
What up,
guy? You know what I'm saying? Guy named Trumpet what I can't say it. Did I say it right? No, I said it wrong. Trumpet Professional. We can
do that.
You know what I'm saying? My guy got it, man. Yeah. What's been going on with you, man?
I staying focused, working hard, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. You here.
Yeah, appreciate you for having me, bro.
Man, I mean, it's hard to book my boy now. You feel me? This ain't regular now. It's not regular, bro. To have him in here, it's not regular, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I still get goosebumps when I see the footage of you on stage with the Goody Mob, bro. We performed. We was out there behind you. I was like, oh, this is crazy, bro.
Yeah, shout out to Dr. Kevin P. Williams for that. Together, man. Shout out DK.
Yeah.
And that's Mays High School, you know what I'm saying? So he came down, you know what I'm saying, to the city and making sure that, we make those connections. And man, had the horn on me, you know what I'm saying? They had that joint going, learned that joint in the back. And went on with the Goody, bro. That's legendary. By the grace of God.
I was in there live in the flesh. The energy in the building was just crazy too as well. Like when they was people coming out, like the energy in the building was like you felt the melting pot of it. You like this thing about to go off the roof because like you felt them.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? That's just dope. That's just dope, man. Just refresh them on your musical journey too as well, bro, because you've been out here, bro.
No, 100%, man. We always start, man, giving honor to the creator. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of different religions, philosophies, you know what I'm saying, the way we slice it, but we all come from one source. So whatever we name that source, you know what I'm saying, that's where we all start from, and that's where my music journey started from. Being grown up in Macon, man, I was born in a house on Navy Avenue, bro.
Nate.
Before they was doing the home births and all that, man, like, moms weren't really messing with the hospital like that because she didn't have the best experience with my older brother. You know what I'm saying? She was like, nah, we ain't doing that. And she waited, you know what I mean, till it was that time. And my father literally, you know what I'm saying, delivered at the house, 2722 Navy Avenue on the west side. So, yeah, like.
That's tough. That's tough.
It was deep because being born on the west side, coming up on the east side, like super east side, I'm talking about, I was between Fort Hill on Maynard Street, up the street from Rosa Jackson, and Belvedere, Maynard, Weber Heights, you know what I'm saying, over there, like, you know what I'm saying, like close to Jones County type vibes.
Right. Oh, yeah, you ain't said nothing, but we know exactly where you're at, boy.
Yeah, Malibu, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, the thing was, growing up in Macon, the fabric of the music, you know what I mean? And I got roots in Pleasant Hill, so my grandmama, you know what I'm saying, came up on 3rd Avenue. So like right behind L.H. Williams. And, we gonna be back over there for the Pleasant Hill reunion.
Yeah, that's like, tough.
Coming up, bro, I'm hearing about Lil Richard, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not knowing, like, it's a Black Wall Street neighborhood, like Black Wall Street we hear about in Tulsa. That was happening all over the country, you know what I'm saying? Where after we came off the plantation, we was like, we about to be free for real.
Yeah.
So we building our own, stores. We building our own banks, schools, hospitals, you know what I mean? And it was going on right here in Macon. So with Lil Richard, you know what I mean? Hearing about that and him being the architect of rock and roll, we give a big shout out to everybody, New York, LA, Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. The only thing we ask in the Mac is the respect be given to the origin. You know what I'm saying? Before you was sampling them drums in New York, you know what I'm saying? The South is where them drums came from.
Facts.
James Brown got his start in making, like, pulling up on Lil Richard, trying to figure out, hey, how I get my business together, how I get my drip together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, even to the point where the neighborhood we came up in, Hamp Swain was in that neighborhood. And he was the one that broke, please, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bro, like, we show everybody
history.
We just asking for that respect. And speaking of respect, you talk about Otis Redding.
Yeah.
Man, him coming up in Dawson, Georgia, or being born in Dawson, Georgia, but coming up in Tyndall Heights, bro.
Tyndall Heights.
Like, you talking about Tyndall Heights, Bellevue, you know what I mean? Like, it's a real legacy that we got. And we start with the creator, giving honor to God, or whatever holy rights you say, Allah, Jehovah, Yahweh, Yah, however you want to slice it. But that source of love, that spirit of love that birthed everything. But then, right here, coming up on the east side, we seeing the fort up on the hill. You know, I definitely represent Fort Hill everywhere I go. But knowing what that fort represent,
right,
which was really genocide, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, killing people, like coming and disrespecting the indigenous people here. But the Muskogee Creek Nation also on the east side. You go down a little bit further, that's the real birthplace of Macon.
Facts,
you know what I mean? So
facts.
like that, all of that history, like, I appreciate my mama Regina, you know what I'm saying, my daddy George Fadil Muhammad for teaching me, my grandparents for teaching me like that history, because that's what really popped the music out. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming up at Progressive Christian Academy.
Shout out to Betty.
Green and white. Yeah,
green and white.
Like,
y'all white.
Hey,
white collar shirts.
Hey, I'm talking about uniform.
What you know about that, Cal? You was there. You went there.
Bro, shout out Betty J. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Miss Betty Talbot and Curtis Talbot. Like, Dr. Betty Talbot and, you know, Reverend Curtis Talbot.
Facts.
The whole Talbot family and all of the educators. Progressive wasn't perfect. You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't.
But the vision for progress and the vision for God-centered education, bro, changed my life personally. And I'm learning music in the 3rd grade, bro, coming up with the 1 and the 2 and the 3. And now the folk that had rhythm like that, they were playing the snare drum.
Yeah.
I was on the cymbal, you know, not even like, you know, 2 of them things. I was, you know, hit one.
You know what I'm saying? But you was done.
Bro, so that was the start. The next grade, the band director, Dr. Turner Goff, he brought out, like, you know, we started getting on instruments. So he brought out the mouthpiece. And since my older brother Kadir, he my like North Star when it comes to playing trumpet.
Right.
It was like big bro playing trumpet. I'm trying to play trumpet, and my big sister Roma,
she's
playing trumpet. So I was like, man, now let me see what I can do with this mouthpiece.
Yeah.
Everybody was struggling getting the sound out of it. Few of us, you know, Crystal Palmer, you know, my boy Derek Miller. Man, we got sound out of that thing.
Yeah.
So like, shoot, we gonna run it. 8th grade, I started getting into poetry.
Okay.
Stood up in front of the class and I was like, man, I rock with all the music that's going on right now, but I feel like it's perspective that's missing, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't always trying to kill somebody.
Thank you.
We come out of that, it be circumstance. Like, you go through stress, we go through trauma. Yeah, that might make you want to kill somebody. We trying to figure out how to make some money. Yeah, you know, we can reach these, you know, the ways that we do it. Okay, fine. But, man, if we just left alone and to be ourselves, I ain't really heard that perspective like that. So even though I see other people saying it, I hear conscious music here and there, I'm like, man, what it sound like coming from the Mac? So started with poetry, man. I used to rap Maya Angelou.
Oh, that's tough. That's
like the cage bird sings, like boys in the cypher, you know what I'm saying, spitting they raps. I'm like,
oh my god, that's fire.
Let me go and give you this Maya Angelou real quick.
That's fire. That's fire.
But it turned into, my granddad was an English professor at Mercer. My grandma was principal at Central. So we coming up really learning education and words. So I started writing poetry, and then it got into rap. So, man, been rocking out ever since, man.
Man, that's tough, bro. Like, to hear that, man, shout out to Miss Betty Talbot too, man. That was a blessing. And then, like, bro, for you being, you know what I'm saying, you had somebody inspire your brother, bro. That's tough. Because people don't know those inspirations like that, man. It draws competition, but at the same time, it helps you hone your craft.
Yeah.
Because you see a ceiling somewhere, you like, I gotta be better than him. You know what I'm saying? That's tough. That's tough.
Even to the point where not even like being better, but like the whole thing was, we grew up, so my big sister was the one that kicked it off. So Roma, I'm talking about everything. We was in martial arts. She was the first black belt in the
that's tough. That's tough.
You know what I'm saying? Like, she was the first one to play trumpet. She was getting all the awards in school. Like, you know what I'm saying? When it came to like the North Star of like, and she wasn't about no disrespect. You know what I'm saying? Once again, like we say, ain't nobody perfect. So like, nobody in my family has a history of perfection, but her standing on, you know what I'm saying, regardless of if I go through trials or go through, I'm gonna figure out a way to bounce back. And as a mother, you know what I'm saying, we was always tight, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, my sister started it off, then my older brother doing his thing, and then my younger brother Kareem, he came 8 years after. So he playing golf and all that type of stuff, and we was like, we gonna do this thing together. So more than so like being better than each other, it was more so like how can we make the culture better together. Yeah.
That's tough. That's tough. Because you gotta think, man, like the whole violent stuff, it's just like only a half of what really goes on. Like people don't want to talk about like reality.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about, I mean, I know that can be some people reality, but I'm talking about like the positive side of it. Like for everybody that ain't out here shooting off guns, everybody else, some people around here living a great life.
Straight up.
And you know what I'm saying, happy to be here and just happy to be, you know what I'm saying, on the earth. You know what I'm saying? They want to talk about it, man. So let's go to the $20 budget. You was telling me how that started and how it came to be right now. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was you been did that.
100%.
Yeah, let's talk about like that origin of that.
Bro, so my first album, man, I don't know if people really remember on I think it was 2nd Street. There was a studio called Platinum Sound and Media. And
I remember that. Wow.
Bro, like shout out to Trace, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, like the whole family really, you know what I'm saying? Because the thing was, after I graduated from Progressive, I went to Morehouse. Well, no. After Progressive, I was homeschooled. So I ran track with Northeast, you know what I'm saying? I was still like rocking out with Coach Danley and, you know what I'm saying, at the time, Peaches. And
the goddamn twins.
Yeah, like.
Coach Danley.
And it was a bunch of like.
Peaches, wow.
I'm talking about like Peaches. So like Peaches was hooping at the time, but she was running track, you know what I'm saying, the condition. Juice, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
They ended up, I think he went to UGA. He was out there. Boy, that boy looked like a car coming around that 200. Boy, like I'm talking about like.
Oh man, they got some stars around there now.
In high school, I appreciated being homeschooled because that gave me a chance to figure out who I was. Because you know how it is, bro. You coming up like no matter what we say, when you have peer pressure.
Facts.
It makes a difference about like what we influenced to do and how we move. Right. So I got a chance before I got into that to be able to figure out like who I was. So by the time I got to Morehouse, it was like, bro, this the pro. We running our own program.
Right.
So shout out, you know what I'm saying, Melvin Jones, you know what I'm saying? That was a House of Funk marching band, you know. My brother was the trumpet section leader, and then I became section leader with my homie Chris Stanley. Bro. You was at Fort Valley, so we was over there, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to HBCUs.
HBCUs, you know what I mean? Bro. You know it.
Bro, you know our football team wasn't about too much. You know what I'm saying?
I think y'all beat us, bro.
That's crazy.
Morehouse, that's when, I think, when Denzel's son was there?
Bro, okay. Let's talk about it.
Denzel's son, they beat us, I think, bro.
We had the struggle bus, you know what I'm saying, when it came to the team. Now, the basketball team, okay, we was out here.
That was tough.
You know what I'm saying? We was out here.
Y'all was out here.
Team. We was out here.
Tennis was tough.
Football team, we done had a struggle. You know what I mean? But when Baby D, you know what I'm saying? Like when he came through and Denzel's son was up through there, I think because like they had bought some lights, like they could see on the field for real. You know what I mean?
You wildin', bro.
Hey, bro.
They brought some lights out here.
We was winning though, my boy. Like
I was winning. So y'all beat us. Denzel was at the game. In Fort Valley.
So a lot of time we had to get back with the band. You know what I'm saying? We like, hey, we don't really know necessarily what's gonna go on this field, but goddamn, you know, we about to send these notes across this goddamn. You know what I'm saying? This fifth quarter, you know, we about to turn up. So
that's crazy.
I'm at Morehouse at the time of like young jock doing like swag team. So like this was before we got. I'm talking about like
that. Looking at it. Y'all remember that shit? That was
all of that. Look at boy.
Look at that. Boy, that came out. That was crazy, bro.
I'm trying to tell you, so like
that was a movement, but it was had folks roasting. We was roasting anyway, but
bro, you know how people be swag surfing now?
Yeah.
Bro, swag surfing came out when we was in school,
and we was doing that, bro. Oh my god.
You feel me? So like the thing was. Around that time, it was the ringtone era. It was, you know what I'm saying, like futuristic, all of that.
Yeah.
So my first album.
Stupid fruity swag.
So I'm looking at all this and I'm like, man, I'm looking at the independent music. It was a group that came through and they had a panel. I was a business major in Morehouse.
Okay.
Because my thing was, at first I started out, wanted to do communications, realized, you know, I had to, you know, like cross-register at Clark and stuff like that. Then I was like, let me do music.
Yeah.
But then when I realized, man, I'm at Morehouse College, bro.
Right.
I don't know the next time I'm gonna be around this type of education, this type of access. So let me tap into something that I don't really know about, and learn the culture about it. Because as an artist, I knew I was gonna be doing the music, but I didn't want nobody talking over my head with these contracts and all that type of stuff.
Okay, bad.
So the panel, Brian Michael Cox came through.
That boy been on everybody's stuff, boy.
I'm talking about everybody and they mama.
Facts.
The two.
Facts, boy. Brian Michael Cox, you something serious, boy.
So that's CAU, dropping gems.
Okay.
Then the business. Okay. So you know what I'm saying? The Henny and Dow Jones, they was on the panel. Okay. You know what I mean? Dropping gems. So I'm sitting there in the panel and I'm like, bro, if I don't come out of this panel with a product, I'm losing that life, bro, because
facts.
We be going to these panels and getting education. It's like, and our life stay the same. So I was like, bro, I cannot take this for granted and be up here around all of this knowledge.
That's beautiful, bro.
So what I did, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Yeah.
I ain't realized, like, with your refund check, that like that wasn't really your money for real.
It wasn't.
You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't really realized that.
Oh my God.
You really was supposed to use that, you know what I'm saying, for other things. And like
that was supposed to sustain you for the rest of that really supposed to allegedly sustain you for the rest of the semester.
Hey bro, I just knew that 6 bands hit my account. That's all I knew. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, okay, this 6 bands about to get used, you know what I'm saying?
Immediately.
So I used that to finance my first album. So it was called ACT.
Smart.
It was about, you know what I'm saying? Because the thing was, I'm learning business, but I was like, I'm not about theory, bro.
Right.
Like, I need to learn things in application.
Right.
So I was like, if I'm talking about inventory, I need to have physical products that have inventory.
Say less.
If we talking about economics, I need to know, or financing, I need to know what I'm financing, like what's the ways. Like you could finance with your family and friends, you can finance with a loan, you can finance with, you know what I'm saying, just staying down till you come up.
Yeah.
But figuring out ways to do it in real time. So came out with the album. It was called ACT, and it was about acting on your dreams. Because I was like, what's the easiest way? What's the root of what I'm trying to say? Actions speak louder than words. Okay, action, act. And it was a directive to anybody that see it. Like, we gonna spell it out ACT, but it's about subconsciously act on your dreams.
Right.
When I tell you one of the singles, bro, was none other than $20 budget. I'm talking about this joint dropped in 09 now.
09, good 09.
$20 budget, because you know how it be in college, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of great things going on, but hey, it be some financial scrubs. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about oodles and noodles if you can afford it.
You can.
You know what I'm saying? Trying to sneak in the cab, you know what I'm saying? Your meal plan ain't really hitting the way it needs to. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what?
Yeah, so I had to stretch $20 from Sunday to Sunday. So stretch it for a week. And now realizing that, you know what I'm saying, because I've been able to travel and be overseas and, like, you know, see places like Haiti and, you know what I'm saying, go to Egypt and different places, it's like our concept of poverty in America is different. Like, the projects in America, people would look at as luxury in other places. And it's not a competition, it's just about perspective.
It's
so
truth.
Saying that to say my perspective, that $20 was like, hey bro, you know what I'm saying, I'm out here struggling for real. So I made a song about just the experience. I came home and, bruh, I'm talking about, I was pushing that album like everybody you hear like selling out the trunk.
Yeah.
I was selling out a hammer, but I ain't even had no trunk. You know what I'm saying? I was selling out the room. You know what I mean? Like,
that's real, bro. That's real.
Dorm to dorm. But at the same time, I was like, I'm going to do it professionally.
Yeah.
So came to Platinum Sound and Media. Shout out to my man, Jay Neutron. Jay Neutron did the voice tags for Sunny Digital, 808 Mafia. You know what I'm saying? At the time, he was engineering. Yeah. So he engineered a lot of the project. You know what I'm saying? We ended up dropping that joint. Once again, Platinum Sound and Media helped me out with the jewel case. Shout out my sister Robbie Wood, did the photography. Like, I was like, if we gonna do it, I'm gonna do it, copyright, like all that, we gonna do it 100%.
Yeah.
Did it. I'm over there going to every dorm. I'm going to every show. I negotiated with the bookstore. I was like, hey man, you know what I'm saying? Let's figure out a way to go ahead and get this shit. Shout out my man, Mr. Hughes. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's tough, bro.
He was like, look, man, how you want to do it?
Yeah.
I wasn't really on the, hey, let's do 60, 40, 70, 30. I said 50, 50. You know what I'm saying? That's my first time, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, going doing the 50, 50. You know what I'm saying? You win, I win.
Facts.
Put it in there. Homeland Village on Napier, right up the street from where I was born at.
Homeland Village.
He bought out, you know what I'm saying? I think he bought them at the wholesale price. And then, you know what I'm saying, we did it like that. So between the bookstore and Homeland Village, those were the two first retail outlets that I had, you know what I'm saying, my project.
Tough, bro. What?
Bro, so I'm on the $20 budget though. So like like the joint going up. I'm talking about it's going up to the point where like swag surfing and you know what I'm saying, like lean with it, rock with it, like it became one of those ones that because I came back, the panel that I went to the first time, I ain't really had nothing.
Yeah.
I came back and I had an actual album. So the organizers, you know what I'm saying, shout out my sister Lynn, you know what I'm saying? She was like, yo, bro, you putting in too much work. Like, we gotta get something going on. So she talked to young Jock was on the panel at the time. She said, look, Jock, like I know you got motion, you know what I'm saying? See what you can do for my boy. They offered me a single deal. So a 90-day shopping agreement for the joint. I don't know nothing about nothing, you know what I'm saying?
That's big. You exclusive right here.
Hey, but because I had done the business route, I knew I needed to seek legal counsel. Shout out Keith Lamar, you know what I'm saying? Keith Lamar stayed across the street from me. His daddy, you know what I'm saying? Keith Lamar, a lawyer now, you know what I'm saying? Up in Atlanta, the Shark, shout out.
That's
but
tough.
His daddy was the lawyer at the time. I was like, man, can you please look at this contract? Because they talking all types of stuff in perpetuity. And, you know what I'm saying? This now, like, I don't know what none of this means for real. So please let me know. Also, shout out the Superior Court clerk, Sister Erica Woodford.
Right.
She also was my legal counsel at the time.
You gonna trip, bro. You know Miss Woodford. I've been knowing Miss Woodford since I was a little boy.
Bro.
She lived around the corner from me since I was a little kid.
Come on.
And the great Thornton Heights.
Come on.
It's crazy. For real.
She was
shout
at
out to Ashley mama.
Exactly.
Ashley Woodford mama.
Shout out Ashley. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Facts.
And Pleasant Hill, the whole family. So
Facts.
When Miss Woodford, she was teaching ballet at Progressive.
What?
Man, I was just like, shout out, to expanding my horizon. I just want that culture at the time. I took one class, you know what I'm saying? I had to slide, but we stayed in contact. And
right.
Once again, my legal counsel, you know what I'm saying, for the project.
Yeah.
So what happened, I ended up going and having a meeting with Jock at Swag Team Studios. I'm talking about, we walk in, bro, got, about 4 pit bulls, you know what I'm saying? Like he had that fire on him, you know what I'm saying? Like, and we in the room just kind of chopping it up.
Yeah.
And the thing was, I was getting ready to study abroad and go to London.
Oh, that's tough, bro.
So what ended up happening, because I'm at Morehouse, I'm like, bro, this is not no regular situation. Anybody that's in college, take it serious, bro.
Facts.
I know people saying about college, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a hustle and it can be. If you don't make the opportunity what it is for you, it can definitely be something that ain't worth nothing.
Facts.
But college, the reason why people go to Harvard,
right?
The reason why people go to Yale, the reason why people go to FAMU, the reason why people go to Hampton and you know what I'm saying, like all of these different schools is because the people that's there, Fort Valley, the people that's there. Cool, what we're learning in class.
Right.
It's about connecting with
community.
The people. So they know that presidents go to Harvard. They know that judges go to Yale. They know that, you know what I'm saying, entrepreneurs, they know that, you know what I'm saying, the people that's going to be running the world are going to Clark Atlanta University.
Yeah.
So it's about connecting, like be mindful of how you treat people, how you talking to people on campus, who you tapping in with, the relationships you building. So thing was, I'm like, cool. I'm on campus learning about, you know what I'm saying, what's going on.
Yeah.
But because I was in business and I was like, man, let me figure out how to study abroad.
Yeah.
It was either you take the single deal or you go to London.
Yeah.
To me, I chose London.
Ooh, okay. I mean, that's a good decision. Great decision.
Looking back on it, I would have done both. I didn't know in my mind I could have done both. Like, let's go ahead and ink this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And get this going. The only issue I had with the contract was it was language in there that either they own the piece or they own all of anything that I would do. So like, that's crazy. If I did a book, if I did a movie, if I did anything, like they own a piece of that. So but the thing was, if it's a 90-day shopping agreement, that's 90 days. You know what I'm saying? So do it, get the education, and then figure out what you want to do. Always keep
Go
an
through
option
it.
for
Go
how,
through
you know
it.
what I'm saying,
Yeah.
you ain't locked in forever.
Facts. Man, that's big though.
So, bruh, like $20 budget, it was going up, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about to the point where I had like money in a sock, bro. Like I'm straight cash. You know what I'm saying? Transactions. You know,
That's
$10
right.
a CD.
Yeah.
So the thing that ended up happening when I came back, my mom heard it and she was like, "This a dope song."
Yeah.
But pay attention to what you're saying, because in this song, all you talking about is being on a $20 budget.
Mm-hmm.
And as we repeat things like paying attention to the music, these become mantras. These become manifestations. So it's like, do you want to be on a $20 budget your whole life?
Right.
So fast forward, next year is going to be my 25th year of making music. So the thing was, let me show growth. Let me go back and look at the stuff that I've done, whether it be ACT, if you go to streaming platforms, it's a new, G Mix, you know what I'm saying, all of that. But this is the G Mix $20 budget. And the dope thing I'm proud about is it's a movie. Shout out to No Flash Necessary, Ashley Gasson that shot the video. So, bro, we shot it on the east side in Family Dollar. You know what I'm saying?
I saw that, bro. Which one, bro?
Bro, if you coming up Shirlington, you know what I'm saying, and you gotta go past the fire station. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because it's a Family Dollar right there across from Reverend Dominique's church.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You got to keep going past that.
Okay.
Deep east side, keep going towards Jones County. That one that's right there before you go down to the golf course, around what about in that.
What that liquor store right here and the gas station?
It's all right there.
Oh, man.
So, it's in the neighborhood. I'm like, man, we got to put on for the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Affleck Middle School was in the video. You know what I'm saying? They came through.
Affleck.
And the thing was, as we rocking out in the grocery store, me, Sabir, Ashley being there doing, shout out to Ray, you know what I'm saying, that helped us to be able to even talk to the manager, because I was like, man, if we're going to be in here, I want to be in here all the way.
Right.
Like, we could have just ran up in there, you know how folks do.
Right, just do it. Just
ran up in there and shot it, but I've been doing this enough to where I've earned the right to be comfortable in the way that I'm moving. Like, a lot of times we move certain ways out of not knowing or out of, just circumstance. But I'm like, bruh, if I've been doing music for as long as I'm doing, I know how to do business. So either they're going to say yes or say no. You know what I'm saying? Now, I still got, the east side in me. So it was like, if y'all say no, we getting ready to go up the street and, just do it in the other family.
The other one.
You know what I'm saying?
But plenty of them over there.
At the same time, let me get on the phone with the manager. Let them know what I'm getting ready to do. And then, we shot the video. So not only that, we shot it in the Clutch Factory because we wanted to show the progress and show the growth. If I started in 2005, you know what I'm saying? And really, I started in 2000, you know what I'm saying, making music. I should have some knowledge. I should have something different, something to offer. So we might have started on the $20 budget, but the last hook go from $20 budget, $50 budget, $100 budget, $1,000 budget, $1 million budget,
$1 million budget,
$1 billion budget. Because it's like,
budget. That's what I'm talking about.
If you are a servant with $1, you'll be a servant with $1 million. If you're a thief with $1, you'll be a thief with $1 million. So we've been philanthropists even with our minimal resources. So it's like, why don't we just expand the resources and be able to, circulate this black dollar? That black banks, you know what I'm saying?
Black banks, facts.
You ain't got to put all your money in the black, because I know, you want to use your debit card in different places and all of that. But put some of your money in a black bank.
Just believe in them. You know what I'm saying?
You feel what I'm saying? Believe in them. They ain't gonna get to where Wells Fargo and Bank of America is if we don't never
give them a chance.
You know
give them a chance, man.
Bro, this $20 budget, not what?
Yeah.
I'm talking about it's a whole anthem of progress, like, and teaching at the Otis Running Foundation. We're getting ready to have the Otis music camp.
I know June. It's coming. Yeah,
bruh, it's gonna be the first 2 weeks of June.
Yeah,
and it's also Juneteenth season. So that's leading into the Real Talk Hip Hop Summit, as well as the Black History tours. We're gonna have the Real Talk Hip Hop Summit June 14th at the Douglas.
Yeah.
Shout out Dr. Land. We're gonna have the festival June 15th in Tappan Square Park, where the Union soldiers, the Confederate soldiers, surrendered to the Union soldiers in Tappan Square Park in April 1865.
What?
We used to couldn't even walk through that park.
Damn, I didn't know that. That's a bar.
Bro, it's history in that park and it's legacy in that park. So now we celebrate Juneteenth, making it so deep that before the country was celebrating Juneteenth. Shout out George Fidel Muhammad, Glorious to say. You know what I'm saying?
I remember seeing them t-shirts when I was a kid.
Bruh, Abijah, you know what I'm saying? Our brother Kurt Hodges, my mom, you know what I'm saying? Carol, all of the people that came before us, even Rudy Mendez, Clarence Thomas, our sister Michelle Fitz, sister Nazarene, sister Taliba, brother Naeem, you know what I'm saying? Because that's Sabir's parents. They were the ones that laid the foundation for us being able to have Kwanzaa and Juneteenth. And before the country was even on it like that, Macon has the longest continuous running Juneteenth in the state of Georgia, G.
What? Bars. Oh, that's tough. That's tough.
Not only
shout out to Macon, Georgia for that, man.
Man, turn bro, we've been innovators, bro.
Facts. I'm never gonna doubt that. Ever.
Bro, so the thing is, we got that going. And then big shout out to last year. We gotta give a big shout out to Making Black Culture. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out
with you know what I'm saying, Muse and Brandon and Tally, you know what I'm saying? Like because they picking up the baton and they started the parade. So we collaborated to do the first ever Juneteenth parade. Big shout out to Bud Dupree, you know what I'm saying?
Bud.
Like the whole thing was, okay, boom, we getting ready to do a parade and really, you know what I'm saying, really bring the city in for real. This year we're gonna have a fireworks show. We got a parade. It's a whole list of events. So go to makingJuneteenth.com to tap in. Also tap in with Making Black Culture to be able to look at all the events that's going on for Juneteenth.
Thanks. Shout out to them for that. That's beautiful, bro. So since Elijah took on a journey.
Yeah,
I love it. But hey, speaking of that, man, Elijah, man, go on, bless us, man. Let's go get this 106 and Dangerous in, bro. Because, bro, I love when you just come on here, bro, because it's always innovative and it's information.
Yeah.
Information is people don't understand the power of information, man.
Yeah.
Like, bro, me and you was talking. I'm just running my mouth in there with you the whole time. You know how I was gonna do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I love the information, bro, you drop on us, bro, because we need it, bro. And then we need this information out because man need to be heard because they think people be ashamed of the music they want to make and they gotta make this music. You feel me?
100%.
You know what I'm saying? As we just seen from Lex, just kind of tell like she had dreams of making this type music but was running from it. You feel me? Like it ain't nothing. Don't run.
Because the thing is, man, like you know, coming up West Side, East Side. To the point where even, you know, me being a member of the Nation of Islam,
Talk about it.
In the city, Student Minister Darrell, who's a local representative of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, who's the national representative of the Nation of Islam. We started, of course, in my home church to this day is Mount Olive Baptist Church on Oglethorpe Street. So coming up in the church, when I became a member of the Nation of Islam, I was so glad that as a young person, I was able to see both houses without judgment. Even though I'm hearing different people talk crazy about people in, you know what I'm saying, different communities.
Their judgment is really crazy of each other.
I could see the people. And I'm like, okay, you got this name for God, you got that name for God, but y'all serving the creator of the heavens and the earth. You reading out of this book, but y'all are learning the laws of God and the history of our life, you know what I'm saying, and how we should live our lives. Okay, we fast and we, you know what I'm saying, and both of the houses giving charity. So I'm like, okay, these are both people of God. They just have different expressions of how, you know what I'm saying, they live in that. So saying all that to say, it was because of the influence of the Nation of Islam, and like I said, Muhammad Mosque number 93 on my parents that made them change their lifestyle, not just a little bit, but really like commit to the change. Cause man, we got so many forces that encourage us to be other than ourselves.
Absolutely. And
what I encourage people is think about this, man, the quality of your breath, because we go back and forth and we debate about, you know, God's name and God's laws and the way that we're supposed to be moving.
Right.
One thing that is not debatable.
Right. What's that?
Is the state of life when it comes to having breath and not having breath. Of course, we can get deep and say, okay, there's, you know, you could be alive and be spiritually dead or mentally dead. We're not talking about that. What we're talking about right now is, are you breathing or are you not breathing? That life and death. So my encouragement to everyone, and myself included, I want to go on a journey with the family to figure out why we have breath. If you want to make a choice, because you know what I'm saying, you know how it is sometimes. It's like, hey, bro, like I'm just living my life, man. Like, I know what I'm eating, or what I'm saying, the lifestyle I'm living, it ain't necessarily helping me, but I'm just living my life. And I just make you grown, you can make that decision. But as your brother, we're taught to want for our brother what we want for ourselves, want for our sister what we want for ourselves. So if I know something to help me, how could I really be your friend, really be your loved one if I'm not sharing that? So my thing is, think about the things that give you abundant breath, that give you abundant life. You know what I'm saying? So whether that's what we eat, whether that's the exercise, whether that's the conversations, because even if you think about anxiety and stress, when we into it with somebody, our breath is all up in our chest. You know what I'm saying? It's all up in our shoulders versus when we treating people right, we ain't got to look over our shoulder.
We don't.
When we treat people with respect, treat people how we want to be treated, that's the golden rule. We we could not have $1 to our name. We can have a negative balance. We can have a health issue. But we at peace because we living in accord with our nature.
That's right.
So my whole thing is just encouraging us, man. Like when I came home, I was in Chicago the last 2 years working with the Inner City Muslim Action Network.
I remember you was going.
And I'm talking about I'm on 63rd. You know what I'm saying? Like salute to, the south side of Chicago. You know what I mean? Like I'm talking about, to the point where I'm living in Bronzeville, you know what I'm saying? Close to, that's Hyde Park, Kenwood, area. And for people that don't know, like Minister Farrakhan lives in, Hyde Park. The Obama house is in Hyde Park. Muhammad Ali's house is in Hyde Park. So I'm up the street from that to the point where I'm in the same place where Duke Ellington would come and visit, where Quincy Jones came up. Like I'm in that area.
Oh, that's tough.
Working on the south side, 63rd in California is where the headquarters is, because I was living around the corner when I was up there the first time I was up there. But I'm working there, and then 63rd and Racine in the heart of Inglewood, you know what I'm saying? Where Iman, they have a federally qualified health center at the headquarters of 63rd in California, as well as they have a art gallery, Manifest Studios, that I helped name with phenomenal team, Sister Sadia Nawab, Binta Jallo, Samira Abdurrahman, Fanam, and our sister Sadia, not Sadia, but our sister Aria. And shout out Rami Nashibi. Their whole thing that they're doing up there is focusing on health, wellness, and healing in the inner city.
Oh yeah, that's definitely,
because we need it. I'm talking about
for sure,
from mental health, you know what I'm saying, physical and spiritual health, wellness, to the point where they got a green reentry program where the greenness is talking about sustainability in terms of when we coming back home from having that sit down, being locked up. A lot of times we come back and we do crime because that's what's familiar and that's what we got access to.
Yeah, PTSD is real, dog.
So
it's real.
Coming back out with the Green Reentry Program, you come and you can get housing if you qualify for it.
Right.
You can get a stipend that, you know what I'm saying, you getting paid. And then you also are going to be able to learn a trade. So HVAC, carpentry, electric. Then up the street.
So they won't be helpless, bro.
I'm talking about for real. So because that's where we come from.
Right, because they'll be helpless if they don't. Because you're going to revert. You're going to revert to what you know, bro. Like to those. If you don't seek something like a trade or something like that, you're going to revert. And that's sad, bro. But that's sad.
No, for real,
and I love it. I love it, bro. I love it.
When we see it, we can do as much as we can, even if it's just talking about it.
Right.
If it's working to get ourselves in a stronger condition, or if it's collecting with like minds to what they did on 63rd and Racine was, there is what most people would consider a pantry, but it's free food, you know what I'm saying, for the community, the food and wellness center. But then across the street is the Go Green Community Fresh Market, because for a long time, you know how it is, bro, we be into it, with our Indian family, we be into it with our, Asian family, because while I support and I love my Asian family, whether they be Indian, Pakistani, you know what I'm saying, or they be, Chinese or whatever it may be, you got to come to the hood with respect. Don't just be throwing the money on the counter. Don't be just this a transaction. You ain't looking me in my eyes, and don't come to this neighborhood and you not putting no money into this neighborhood when you eating off of this neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? I get that they coming from places where, bruh, I'm talking about. If you ever been to where they from, it's a real situation. So what they working on and what they doing is making sure they family good, and that's their priority, and it should be.
Absolutely.
However, if you gonna come into a space with other communities, you got to make sure the same way you showing love and respect to your family, you show love to your human family. You know what I'm saying? So what ended up happening, they going around, you know, seeing, you know how it is, bro. Stuff be expired in it, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, you wouldn't get that to your people, but you giving it to us. So it had to be some conversations and some understanding had to where, all right, now let's, instead of us having food insecurity and food deserts, let's have fresh fruit and vegetables, even in the gas station. And then eventually, they work together and pool their resources to have a full grocery store to where not only do they have, I'm talking about you walk into
this is a revolutionary in the flesh with us right now,
bro. Like you go
this is dope as shit, bro.
Take one to no one, you know. Like, so like when you go into the store, like think about, just imagine, and what I'm seeing, bro. Just imagine when you go into a corner store, if it looked like a Whole Foods. I'm talking about like Lucky Mart, you know what I'm saying? Go down. If we go down Maynard, you know what I'm saying, and we go down to the bottom of Davis Homes and we go to that Lucky Mart, I don't care about what you did on the outside. When you go inside, just think about it looking like Whole Foods. Think about it looking like Trader Joe's. Think about it looking like the Sprouts. You know what I'm saying? Think about it looking like the Fresh Market. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Because that's what we deserve.
We do.
Even if we move a certain way, we moving out of circumstance, but we like nice stuff too, bro. You see how we dress. You see how we, you know what I'm saying, what we want to drive when we get to. We love it, and we come from royalty, so we deserve that. So the food need to be quality, the service need to be quality,
right.
Even the music, bro. Like I sit on an artist roster of about 48 artists internationally, and bro, like the music, we control the playlist, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like the fabric, Samira Abdurrahman was the artist curator that worked with local artists that made sure that the local artists, black and brown artists, were the ones that were being paid to be a commission to put this art to beautify the space, but also people from the community are working in the store. So, bro, like when it comes to what we doing, man, it's really just seeing a vision and really working with the coalition of the willing to make it happen. I gotta give you your flowers, bro, because
bro, thank you, bro. When
it comes to media, the visuals, the way that we're shown has a lot to do with how we view ourselves.
Absolutely. Because
there's some people that could just see it and be like, okay, that's entertainment or that's what bro on, but we follow the money, bro.
Facts.
We cut our hair the way folk, you know, they got money, got it. We dress the way folk that money got money, you know what I'm saying? Dress.
Appearance is everything on certain things.
We want to drive what they drive. We want to eat what they eat. And we end up thinking how they think. So the thing is, to your point about, you know, people with music and different things like that, what I would love to see, because we can tell people all day, man, make this good music and, you know what I'm saying, live this life. But we need to make sure that we create an infrastructure to where the same way that they could get a bag for what they was talking about before, they can get a bag, you know what I'm saying, for living the right life. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm looking at doing, man. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be with the Real Talk Hip Hop Summit, whether it be
doing it, bro.
With the Clutch Factory, the Freedom Foundation, and Torchlight Academy.
You doing it. You doing it. I done seen it. You're doing it. It ain't no purpose of being like, oh no, I'm doing it now, boy. It's happening as we speak, bro.
Yeah.
The land is secured over there, and they're building as we speak.
1000%, man.
You feel me?
But speaking of that, bro, like you being able to inspire a place like this,
right, bro.
You know, sometimes it's not even necessarily what you do personally, because you as an entrepreneur, your entrepreneurship, the grind that you have been on, and not just a grind, but the genius innovation that you have been able to demonstrate.
Right. Oh my God.
That right there, bro, I'm gonna tell you personally, I'm inspired.
Bro, you know I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate it.
Because it's one thing for for us to be out here, and that's one thing that we got to get away from and making is ego.
For sure.
We don't salute and represent people that are doing things in the same vein.
Right.
They might be doing it a different way, but we figure out common ground and how we can work together.
Right.
And bro, like salute each other, celebrate each other.
Facts.
Because Alex Haversham told me, man, you know what I mean, salute to the Black Pages, man, and you know, however we look at the OGs of making,
right,
figure out a way that, like Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, to settle on the best part. I don't care if it's a politician, it's a business owner. Nobody's perfect. Our parents ain't perfect. Nobody perfect. But there is something of value that we can learn. And Alex Haversham told me that a rising tide lifts all ships. So whether it's your tide,
Yeah.
my tide, making black cultures tide,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Vibes tide,
Right.
niches tide,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Whoever making black tech, whoever it is, you know what I'm saying? We gotta support Pleasant Hill. We gotta support the Tummies. We gotta support Ruth Hartley Mosley Center. We gotta support the Douglas Theater. We gotta support the Otis Redding Foundation. We gotta support the Little Richard House. We gotta support, you know what I'm saying, my man Perry, because
I appreciate you, bro.
Bro, like I said, man, it's one. They say it's lonely at the top, but I don't think they really been there for real. I don't know what top they was at.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like, it's lonely. It can be lonely.
Right.
Some places.
Facts.
But if you really working to go to the right summit,
right,
bro, you gonna see all your partners there.
Yeah. Because man, 4 millionaires is better than one, bro. And then one falls, the three can bring the one back up. You feel what I'm saying?
100%.
So that's just the math. It's just simple math, man. But boy, alive. Oh my God. But I appreciate that, bro. I have to salute that, bro, because bro, you inspired me, bro. Today I met you out here, bro. You was performing out here with a light set up in the tunnel, bro. And I was like, bro, that it draw me from here to there. You feel me?
Yeah.
So that let me know the energy and the power. It was powerful in you. So I was like, bro, yeah, that's special, bro. He's in the park getting it in. Folks is stopping, like, you know what I'm saying? They feeling it, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, bro, like, man, I commend a fellow journeyman, bro. I was like, bro, I see. I said, let me holler at my guy, man.
Yeah, bro.
And talk to him and see what we can create together, man. And like
100%.
like without the Gary Watkins and you know what I'm saying, the urban, the Jamaica Sims, and you know, it's a many other ones, bro. Like, you know, it's a couple other ones, bro. 4 make TV, bro. Like without them, bro, like, you know what I'm saying, it's a lot, you know, it is great having them around, and like it just makes the game even funner, bro, because you can put you if you really a real coach mind or something like that, it's like plug and play, bro.
Yeah.
Plug and play. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, my partner over here, he good at this, okay. My partner over here good at this, so we just gonna plug it in and make it work. Man, so that's all it is.
I was just talking to Cosign, one of my mentors. So Cosign is a producer that from Chicago, you know what I'm saying? He, you know, he worked with Nicki Minaj, you know, Big Sean.
Okay.
Justin Bieber, Chris Brown.
Beaver
you know
Fever.
I mean? Like, bro is just an incredible visionary. I was talking to him about infinite creativity. So when we look at making, we gotta shout out John Amos, Sonny Spoon.
Facts. That boy John Amos, R.I.P. man.
Man, for real, like
that was a great producer, bro.
I'm talking
great
about
beat maker.
To the point where his influence with Hitman, you know what I'm saying? His influence with, you know, even if you look at Lock Dog, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my legend. Shout out to Ty 6ix9ine, you know what I'm saying? Like the Mud Hole, like
facts.
When you talk about like this fabric of making music, the Cadillac Boys, you know what I'm saying? You know, Tex James, you know what I'm saying? Like man. Even to coming up to, I mean, the era of Chatty, Brady, Doogie Fire, you know what I'm saying? Got
PG-13, Lord, and Doogie Fire, Lord have mercy.
Like, shout out to 1/3, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ray, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to them boys.
Even in the Young R days. So
Young R, my guy.
You got like Guap Records and the things that's going on now, 478 Awards, you know what I mean? Like, the thing is, when it comes to mental health, bro, we got to figure out ways to celebrate each other because, man, infinite creativity looks like this.
Right.
I'm not always inspired.
Right.
Like I could, man, it sound good, and you know what I'm saying. I could have a great day and all that, but just like anybody, life goes up. Just like your heartbeat, if you looking at it, it go up and down.
Facts.
Up and down. You know what I'm saying. When you ain't living, that's when it
slow down.
Ain't nothing changing. You know what I'm saying. So if you know you're gonna go up and you know you're gonna come down. If I'm up and you down, I can help get you back up.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And if the same on your side to me, when you feeling it, I ain't feeling it. You know what I'm saying? Like we can help each other. And the infinite creativity is when you have a circle of people that you trust, that you love, somebody in that circle is gonna be creative and somebody's gonna love you enough to help you get back to your best self, remind you of who you are.
You know
what I'm saying?
Ooh.
So man. And who you are, you feel?
Hey man, Alive, it's time. You done got that old boy. We can drop them jewels. Hey man, 106 in Dangerous Time, man. Prime Time Live, man. Hey man, I let my boy Alive bless y'all with his beautiful music, bro, because this is, you know what I'm saying, this moment in time, bro.
Yeah.
Take heed of this, man, because, bro, when we drop it, it's gonna go crazy.
Yeah.
You can you play sit down? How you gonna?
Man, look, no, 100%. So this is what I'm gonna do. So the first track that I sent you,
right.
TLM. The reason why it's called TLM is the first track off of the project that I dropped called The Last Mixtape.
Okay.
Reason why I call it The Last Mixtape is the last physical CD that I'm releasing. So shout out to Nipsey Hussle, shout out to Memphis P, shout out to the Bay Area movement, like independent music. The thing is, with the last mixtape, none of the songs are titled because as you listen to it, you create your own title. It's 25 tracks, 4 different genres. You got hip hop, jazz, R&B, as well as world music instrumentals. So that it's a vibe for anything. And like, it's on all streaming platforms.
Okay.
But if you want to get physical copies, go to ALAZ4LIFE.com.
Okay.
Once again, that's ALAZ4LIFE.com. That's alazforlife.com.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because
say it,
bro. Like you can get your own personal downloads just to spin it when you want to spin it. You know what I mean? And do it like that. But this
revolutionary.
The first track is TLM1. I did a 5-city tour, hit Chicago, LA, Orange in Santa Ana, Orange County. And then I hit Atlanta and Macon to just, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and get the people going with that.
So your royal oats.
You feel me? And then we got the Kool-Aid Festival coming up July 20th in Santa Costa Mesa, California.
Okay.
Shout out to the Kool-Aid Project open mic and jam session based in Santa Ana, California. We had it in Macon. We're gonna be bringing it back pretty soon. But you got that joint. But then the second one is the G Mix for $20 budget.
Oh yeah, I got it. I can't wait. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Hey man, we in here 106 and Dangerous, man. My boy Lies in here, man.
Yeah, Shersky.
The greatest.
Praise God.
Yeah.
Never gamble with life, a dangerous paradise. Always been ambitious, word to Wayne on the graphics.